Hello everyone, my name is Roya and I have been tagged by Tamara Woods, channel link below, to do the 25 bookish facts about me tag. So here we go. My favorite genre is and always has been fantasy, especially epic fantasy. My favorite book is a tie between Lord of the Rings and Oryx and Crake. I read 120 books in 2015. I made it to 120 books in 2015, just barely. You have no idea how close I was to missing it by like just one book. I chose 120 books to be my goal because that is a 10 book per month average, and that's how much I read in a typical month. I'm trying to go for the same goal this time, but I'm not sure if I will make it. My least favorite genre is YA contemporary. It's not that I always hate it or anything, but like 8 times out of 10, I'm not a huge fan of a YA contemporary book. So I'm going to only read one YA contemporary every 2 months this year. My favorite author is Raymond Chandler. My favorite living author is Neil Gaiman. I never ever leave the house without a book, ever. The last time that I left the house without a book was at age 14. I went to the mall with my sister and her friend because we all just wanted to go shopping or something, and then I hadn't brought a book with me and I hadn't brought my glasses with me because I thought my glasses were ugly back then. So when I lost my sister and her friend, I couldn't really have any fun by myself because I couldn't see. Because I hadn't brought a book, I couldn't just sit and read until my dad came back to get us either, so I had to just wait there, all sad. My first favorite book ever was when I was 7 or like 6 or 7. I read this book called The Cat Who Went to Heaven. And I would read it over and over again. One day I lost that book, and that was when my dad started like going off and getting me a whole bunch of other books to compensate for the loss of The Cat Who Went to Heaven. I do have a Kindle. I actually just got a new one for Christmas because my old one was broken. But usually I don't read ebooks because books tend to be cheaper, it seems like, unless it's a freebie off of Amazon or like a really cheap one or something. The last book that I read in 2015 was Naked Lunch by William S. Burroughs. The first book that I read in 2016 was Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. My favorite place for buying books is Powell's in downtown Portland because that is a gigantic bookstore that takes up an entire city block. But because I no longer live in the city and I live in a suburb that has no proper bookstores, my favorite place to buy books is the library's little dollar bookstore section thing. I use empty guitar string packets as bookmarks, because why not? I have not properly counted the number of unread books on my shelf, but it is somewhere between 60 and 70. I went a really long time without buying very many books because I always went to the library, but thanks to the dollar bookstore thing at the library, I now have a lot of books that I haven't read yet on my shelf. In high school, I used to read a lot of historical fiction, but I barely do anymore. I still sometimes do, but you know, once you've read one book by Marie Antoinette, you've pretty much read all of them. I read at least 100 pages every day, even on my very busiest days where I barely have any time for reading, I still always read at least 100 pages. And I can't think of another bookish fact about me, so that is 25. That is all for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to tag anyone in this video because I'm not sure who has done it already and who hasn't, but if you haven't done it, I tag you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!